Hey everyone, I'm Taylor. I'm on the product marketing team here at UserGems. And today we're going to be walking through what's new with UserGems. And more importantly, we're going to share how all of these new pieces fit into your go-to-market command center. After this overview, our CTO and co-founder, Stefan Kletzel, he's going to jump into a demo so you can actually see everything end to end in the product. Let's go ahead and kick this off with the signals layer. Now, most ABM tools are going to stop at the account level. They're going to tell you NVIDIA or Microsoft is showing intent or visiting your website, but your reps are stuck wondering, okay, great, but what do I actually do? Who do I actually reach out to? That is the gap that we're closing with our new native signals, contact level intent, as well as de-anonymized website visitors. So now you're going to know exactly who at these accounts are showing intent. But of course, intent on its own shouldn't drive your outreach. It's much more powerful when you can stack it with other signals. So let me give you an example. An account is surging. Some folks there might be visiting your website, researching your topics, but it's a lot more powerful when you also know, hey, there's some closed lost op contacts at that account. Or, hey, we've actually had some previous buyers that landed there. Or there's a new VP that we should be reaching out to. This is all where value compounds, but this level of precision only happens when multiple contact and account level signals are all aggregated into one system. So once you have the strong signals, the next question is, how do we prioritize them? Most tools out there are going to hide their scoring behind a black box that you can't see or edit without the help of a data scientist. Well, at UserGems, our scoring has always been fully transparent. It's always been built on how closely accounts match your best customers and how strong their signals are. And now, as you can see, it's even easier to understand and customize. But of course, scoring isn't just a number. It's what it is the bridge between signals and activation. So once you've identified the right accounts and the right people to go after, the next step is how do we activate them? And that's where this intelligent workflow builder comes into play. Here you can define your segment and then what happens next to them without needing ops or complex automation tools. So for example, we can schedule when workflows fire off, control how many contacts per account or per rep your team should be reaching out to. We can trigger downstream actions across your CRM and your SEP. And the most powerful action of all, I would say, is letting Jemmy write messages on behalf of your reps. So with Jemmy 2, your reps no longer need to spend 20, 30 minutes figuring out how to craft an email, because with Jemmy, it'll write messages for them in your brand's voice, personalizes them with signals, and even adds content that your reps normally add by hand. So think about things like calendar links, gifting links, or case studies. I'm just rattling off a few right here. But the really nice part of this all is if you want to make changes, you can actually adjust the tone or style through a simple chat-based editor where the messages get even stronger when it's powered by Jemmy's new skill, research past interactions. This completely changes how your team revives closed lost pipeline. So instead of having them rely on memory, old opportunity notes, or email threads, Jemmy automatically analyzes call transcripts and email exchanges and pushes them to your reps with exactly what they need to know every single time to bring deals back to life. So this includes things like what were the pain points, goals, and objections that were discussed. Jemmy's going to take all of this context and then pull it directly into messages, stacking them with other signals to make the outreach more relevant and timely than ever before. And while Jemmy's handling the messages, your reps can go ahead and focus on actually engaging with the prospects. So while they're live on the phones, as you can see here, Copilot gives them the full picture of everything that they need all in one place without them having to dig. Now, up until this point, everything that we've covered has been about finding the right buyers, prioritizing them, and activating sales. The final step is orchestration. And that's making sure that marketing and sales are going after the same audience at the same time. And that is where ad audiencing comes into play. Rather than creating broad, generic LinkedIn audiences, marketers can now build dynamic audiences directly from the same UserGem signals that's powering your sales motion. So once sales and marketing are activating the right audience at the same time, it's also important to know if your programs are actually moving the needle. Are we actually pushing accounts towards that in-market stage? And I am so happy to share that we're now able to show TAM progression. This is giving marketing and revenue leaders a clear way to not only measure, but prove the impact of your go-to-market efforts over time.